Hello viewers, it's your girl Ruby Fangirl. It's finally time. I'm going to be doing the reaction / analysis of these Disventure Camp Season 5 interviews. So yeah, this is quite very exciting. I've been waiting for a while for these, interviews to come out. So this will be fun. So basically, I'm going to watch, the video first and react to it, then I'll basically analyze exactly what this character would do, and also give my own personal opinion, where they would actually be eliminated. So, keep in mind that's my personal opinion when it comes to these specific characters, because we don't know when exactly they're going to be eliminated, but these are the best guesses. So, without any further ado, let's get started with the very first contestant, and that is Bruno.
Sorry! I can't believe I'm here! My name is Bruno Valdivieso, 21, and the #1 Disventure Camp fan. I've been watching since Season 1, and that right there is my biggest asset. I know every player, their strengths and their weaknesses, where they went wrong and where they went right. I know how this game works and what it takes to win.
Dude, Aiden was literally, the same exact way. If you stayed, a little bit longer, that's not... I'm just saying, this is not going to work. Because you'll definitely be an early boot, I'm just saying.
In my daily life, I'm a personal assistant to an obnoxious but very rich socialite with a lot of demands and a lot of shit she puts me through, so believe me when I say that the Rias and the Alex of this world couldn't come close to touching me.
Wait, stop. Did you just say Alec, given that he's in this? Oh, yeah, you are gonna be so done.
Them try their best, but I'm way too self-aware to be manipulated that easily.
Yeah, that's going to heavily backfire. I can tell by that.
Aiden might have been the first fan to compete on Disventure Camp, but remember my name, because I'm going to be the first fan to win!
That's exactly what I just said about, Aiden being a super fan, and now he's taking that next line. But I have a feeling, unlike Aiden, he's easily gonna be manipulated and be off soon. Just saying, but I'll definitely talk more about this in a sec. Yeah, he's gonna be one of the early boots. He's easily gonna get himself manipulated, and it's not gonna go well for him, so yeah. No blame-o. Alright, now let's move on to Aiden.
That's right.
Hey, Aiden.
To whoever might not know me, which, have you watched the show? I'm
Yes.
Aiden Brooks, age 23, 3rd place finisher on Season 2, and 7th place in All-Stars.
Yeah, he was not happy about that.
But it's fine. Some may remember me as the original fan turned player. When I started Season 2, I tried to use my knowledge of the show to get ahead. But it failed me more often than it didn't.
Yeah.
It became very clear very fast that watching the show and playing the show are two very different things.
Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was saying. Because Bruno also being just like Aiden, this is gonna heavily backfire. Because since Aiden realized, even as a fan, this is freaking challenging. Seriously, he knows the game more than Bruno, just saying.
And in All-Stars, I wasn't up to the same level as some of the more ruthless Season 1 players.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You were kind of forgettable, dude. I'm just freaking saying.
But now, I've played this game enough to where I know my way around a blind side. I'm gonna do whatever I need to finally enter Disventure Camp's winner's circle.
Yeah, with that kind of evil look, I'm quite a little bit scared. And yeah, you are a lot more determined than before, so yeah, you're probably gonna make it a little bit farther.
And nothing and no one's gonna stop me.
Oh! Oh god. Yeah. I hope Aiden's not going to be a villain. That's one thing. So yeah, he's probably not gonna be an early boot, but probably a pre-merger before he enters the merge. Because, I mean, honestly, at this point, what is he gonna do? Just saying. But, well, that's what we get, but at least he's actually more determined to get that money. So, yeah. And now, let's move on to Ara.
Ara Kwan, 21-year-old business student and Disventure Camp's next and most beautiful winner. I'm used to doing whatever it takes to get what I want. Well, unless physical injury is involved. Unlike other people who've competed on this show, I have standards. Fighting tooth and nail to succeed in a world that doesn't want me to is my hobby, and I have so much fun doing it.
Girl, you're kind of a little bit too cocky about this and too confident. I'm gonna say this right here and right now. If anyone in this show has taught me anything, if you're too cocky or too confident, you know that you're not gonna win. I am just freaking saying right here and right now.
Yes, please keep telling me, no, Ara, you can't win the presidential race.
Oh, shut up! I was just saying that no matter how too confident or cocky you are not going to make it. I'm just saying.
And to that I say, it's not my fault Stacy's dad was having an affair with the head of the school board and I just had to expose them.
Excuse me?
Take it from me. It's so much more fun to just dive in and have fun than worry about what's correct.
Yeah, judging by this face, yeah. She really means business. I heard people say that she's not going to villain, but look at this face. You cannot tell me that is evil. I'm just saying.
Oh, don't believe me? Perfect. Keep your eyes on me and you'll see how correct I am.
Shut up. I'm just saying. Hey, I'm just saying. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she's going to be in the merge, because she is very kind of smart, even though that, like I just said a million times, she's way too confident and cocky for this. I know she's not going to be the only person who's going to be like that, but like I said, she's not going to be, in the final, 5 or something. I kind of see her be one of those villains that'll be out, and maybe Finn, he might actually make it into the final 5, but that's just my own opinion. And now let's move on to Tom.
The name's Reed. Thomas Reed.
Hi, Tom.
I've always wanted to do that. I'm 32, a lifeguard, and now happily married. That's not important to the game, but...
Yeah, so this is what I kind of figured. So that means, in Tom and Jake Season 2, that was a prequel to Season 5. Okay, because since he literally just said in this that he is already married, so...
People probably remember me from Disventure Camp Season 1 when I came here on a spy mission and got myself voted out with my own immunity idol, or All-Stars when I came on a mission of my own happiness and lost to my bestie in a prison break tiebreaker.
Yep, that's so true. But hey, at least you actually forgive Abby. I mean, she's one of the nicest villains in Season 3, and yeah, I mostly remember you in Season 1, not Season 3. You kinda sucked in that season. I'm just saying. Season 1, you were fine. Season 3, you suck. I'm sorry, dude.
Great resume, huh? Now I feel like I know a lot more about who I am and what I value. I've always wanted to play this game without any distractions, so this time, I'm here 100%. I'm actually gonna play or die trying.
Given that you're not as intelligent as some of the other people, you're kinda dumb, in a likable kind of way. I don't really see that, but we'll get that in a sec.
Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself.
Okay, that makes me laugh, because listen, because in Season 3, a lot of people jinxed themselves. And what happened? They all got themselves eliminated! So... yeah, I think this is probably an homage to Season 3 about jinxing themselves. I love that they were acknowledging that.
I think I'm not superstitious, but I will be wearing my lucky socks, just in case.
So yeah, like I just said, I don't really see him being in the merge, but kind of an early boot, because at this point, he's been in Season 1, Season 3, spin-offs, so... what are you gonna do with him? I'm just saying, he's an all-around good guy, obviously. He's not bad, but what are they gonna do with him? I'm pretty sure they're already gonna be over with him by this point. Unlike Gabby, yeah, I could definitely tell that she probably has more opportunities than him. That's my own personal opinion, but whatever. And now, let's get into Ernesto.
Ernesto Salvatierra, a 63-year-old corporate trainer from Spain and Disventure Camp's next winner. Most people think that my age may hinder me, but it didn't stop Miriam from winning. And that old goat deserves more respect than everyone else who's ever played this game.
Except for Miriam, but you're never gonna be like Miriam. She's iconic as ever. I'm sorry.
My plan to follow in her footsteps is simple. I know that the majority of camp will be filled with younger people who are temperamental and egotistical, but with my experience, I lead them so they don't have to burden themselves with that responsibility.
Dude, you might be older than them, but I don't know how far you're gonna make it, dude. I'm just saying. Like, like I just said, you're nothing like Miriam. I'm just saying.
I also may not look the part, but I'm not afraid of the more physical challenges.
Are you sure that's gonna backfire if you can't do physical challenges? Hey, I'm just saying.
I've picked up many skills in my long and eventful life. Some may seem useless on the surface, but I've watched enough Disventure Camp to know that any and every skill has its time in the sun.
Yeah. Like, he's just basically saying that he's gonna be just like Miriam, and I'm like, don't seem iconic enough to be like Miriam. I'm just freaking saying. And he's kind of bland, so I don't really like seeing him like being like in the merge or the pre-merge. I'm just saying. But I do really like his voice. That's one thing. I think his voice is quite nice. All right, let's move on to Anastasia.
Anastasia Sizova, 25, and perhaps to the shock of some,
Hi.
model. Now, some may know me as an independent photographer, traveler, romantic, and the very lucky girlfriend of one of the most wonderful women alive.
I mean, that's kind of true, because, well, that was actually one of the only parts in Season 4 that I actually did like, is your relationship with Marissa, so, yeah, I'll give you credit for that.
Who, unfortunately, will not be playing with me this time.
True.
Some may be surprised to see me back so soon. But truthfully, the game, even with its ups and downs, is fun. As the third place finish on Season 4, I'm aware my scorched earth approach to social dynamics ruined me in the jury.
Yes, it did. And also many more, but we're not gonna get into that now.
Since then, I've grown a more level head that will make me a force to be reckoned with. I know many will be excited to see me return, and to them I say, enjoy my good side.
Huh? So you're not going to be a villain? I'm not gonna be surprised if that was the case. Yeah, like, Anastasia doesn't feel like as threatening as compared to what we've seen her in Season 4. So it does sound like she does kind of change, although I'm not gonna be freaking fooled, because this is Anastasia that we're talking about. So, yeah. But if she's actually gonna try her best to be more social and try not to have a mental breakdown, like what she did in Season 4, yeah, like, I'll be the judge of that. So, yeah, but I do kind of see her being as a pre-merger elimination. That's my own personal opinion. Well, that's just because I'm not really a massive fan of Anastasia, but she's fine. And now, let's get into Aubrey.
Hello, Starshine! I'm
Hi.
Aubrey Summers, a 19-year-old psychology student, and a Gemini with a Virgo moon and a Capricorn rising. You know what that means! I'm a huge fan of Disventure Camp, and I have star charts done for, like, most of the cast. I used them for one of my recent final projects, astrology and psychology, predicting self-sabotage through the stars. To be able to compete is a dream, and I know I have what it takes to make it far.
You kind of remind me of, like, Gabby, like, a little bit, but not 100%, but she does have, like, a little bubbly kind of personality. So, yeah, like, that's pretty neat.
Being social and becoming friends with people is easy for me as a psych student. As is having an impeccable radar for when people are suspicious or not to be trusted.
Huh. I will be the judge of that. It doesn't really seem you can be, like, 100% manipulated, but at the same time, maybe? I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Unlike most air signs, I'm pretty decisive. Hopefully my team is gonna be air sign heavy because that'll make it easy to control. But even if not, I know the stars will align and make me the next winner of Disventure Camp.
I'm unsure about that, but judging by like the poster, it looks like you're gonna be friends with Olivia, so at least you have like a couple of friends? I don't know. So she's quite an interesting one, because it looks like she does know how to play the game, but at the same time, due to her personality, I don't know if she's gonna be 100% manipulated. Look, unlike Bruno that he definitely can, it looks like she can actually make it, like, slip past it, but I kind of see her being as a merge member, but at the same time a pre-merger. I am not 100% sure. And now, let's get into Allie.
Just when you thought I was KO'd, surprise!
Hi.
I have extra life. Okay, with the lame gamer jokes out of the way, yup, Allison Amber is here to play again. For the uninitiated, I'm a 23-year-old streamer who came in 6th place on Season 2 and 3rd place in All-Stars. Based on that trend, who's winning Season 5? This girl!
I highly doubt that. I highly doubt it a lot.
Back on Season 2, I didn't really play much, and when I did, it was just to survive.
Well, you didn't really do much in Season 2, and also being kind of a jerk in Season 3, so doesn't really matter.
All-Stars, I made sure to play more aggressively. Maybe too aggressively.
Yes, you were aggressively. At least you finally admitted to that. So, yeah, thank you.
Good thing Jake's forgiven me for the bear.
I don't think he would have, because he literally got almost mauled to death by a bear. I'm just saying.
But this time, I know how to find a happy medium.
Oh, hey,
I can
Gabby.
separate personal feelings from the game, let go of grudges, and can be a loyal ally to people I trust.
Given that you do have a lot of people to trust, so maybe you can actually use that, I'm just saying.
I got a feeling that this girl's 3rd time is gonna be the charm.
She's gonna be an early boot. I don't really care, because I am not the biggest fan, because you can definitely tell that I was not enthusiastic throughout this entire time, so yeah. We're just gonna friggin' move on, because I don't really give a shit. And now, let's get into Duna.
To all of you commenting that Disventure Camp has lacked the magic as of late, don't worry. Dunia Monkeys is at your service. As a 4-year-old tarot reader and professional witch, Disventure Camp's never seen anyone like me. Seriously though, can you believe they went from casting a nun to casting a Wicca? Not that I'm complaining. I love this trashy reality show, and I intend to win.
Okay, you do admit this is kind of trashy, but okay.
Oh, how exactly? That's the fun part. Once I get everything from my altar, let's just say I have this tendency to cast a spell on everyone I meet.
I think you're not a true witch. Hey, I'm just saying, because I don't understand what she means about being a witch. I don't really get that part. Like, I'm just saying, like, if someone nice can tell me in the comments, like, what is she referring to as being a witch? Because she does not look like a witch at all. I mean, granted, that's kind of the whole point. She's not supposed to actually be like a witch, but, like, what does that, like, really mean? I'm just saying, but I'm curious, though. What kind of, like, magic will you actually do with these contestants? I'm just saying.
By now, you're probably thinking, magic? Spells? She cannot be for real.
I just freaking said that!
But you'll see that there's something bewitching about me that makes people want to open up whether they want to or not.
I'll kind of take your word for that. Okay.
And I'm fully ready to charm my way straight to the million. Okay. I'm done with the witch jokes. But come on, admit it. You cracked a smile.
I mean, I literally just did with your witch jokes, but okay. Yeah, she is very interesting. No wonder why people have got an interest in her. Like, she does have a really cool personality. But like I said, I don't know, because I mean, I literally just said that she's not like technically an actual witch, like she can't like cast spells or anything, but she does have at least something up her sleeve that can consider to be magic, but we'll have to wait and see. So this will be quite exciting. Well, I can definitely see her being in the merge. I can definitely see her in the merge. So I can definitely see it. And next up, let's get into Spencer.
Statistical probability.
Hey,
And yes,
Spencer.
I graduated top of my class. The
There
same
you
cannot
go.
be said of my abysmal performance last season. I let my emotions take over and as a result, eliminated my closest ally, entering a deficit of social capital I could never recover.
Dude, like, a lot of men were after you like crazy. Like, what do you expect? You're basically being simped upon. I'm just saying.
I burned bridges with most everyone and found myself constantly on the chopping block.
Of course they were. So what do you expect, Spencer? I'm just saying.
Until the girls put a merciful end to me in a gambit I hold high esteem for. This time, I have no intention of making a name for myself off the bat, or playing aggressively. I want to stick to the shadows as long as possible.
You just said that in your VA interview or reveal. But, sure, I guess.
Quietly observe the battle lines, and then move once I feel ready. I have no doubt in my mind that I will do far better than last season. After all, there's nowhere to go but up.
Okay, sure, whatever. So yeah, I think he's probably not gonna have like any kind of romance kind of stuff. Honestly, it's kind of being like overdue because of what happened last season with a lot of men after him, like I just said. So at least he will actually be a little bit more strategized and stuff like that. Because he is actually one of my favorite like villains. Well, not the best, but he is definitely one of the more interesting villains. But he doesn't really seem like too villainy. I mean, because he is technically smart, even though we know exactly what his flaws are. And also, I can kind of see him in the merge, but at the same time, no, because he basically was in the merge last time. We gotta let other people get that chance. I'm just saying. And now, let's get into Finn.
Sorry, what was my line? Theatre jokes.
Hey,
of course,
Finn.
I know my line. I wrote it. I'm Finn Alcott, an 18-year-old performing arts student, and one of the best in my class and generation. I'd like to see anyone else perform a better rendition of Giants in the Sky from Into the Woods.
If you actually are in the singing, like one of the singing competitions, I could definitely see you singing. I'm just saying.
You won't, I promise you. Now, as for the game, what was it Ivy said? People have a bad impression of actors on this show.
Oh yeah, because I think he did say that he was kind of like an acting kind of stuff. Like, oh yeah, so he's definitely gonna have something in his mind.
Blah, blah, blah. Good. They should. Actors are miserable humans.
Well, I am planning to be a voice actor in the future, but don't say that to me.
Myself included. I'm not here to try to prove that we're not, but rather, I'm here to show you just how absolutely wicked we can be.
If that's meant to be like reference like to Wicked, I would definitely laugh so hard.
Backstabbing, acting a friend to people. You know the deal.
Yes, of course I know the deal. I've been seeing this ever since Total Drama Island. This is literally the same thing, dude.
Way too many people worry about how they're perceived on the show and get so boring. But not me. I'm going to give the gays everything they want.
Excuse me? Are you gay too? Why would you say that? Oh my god! Look, I know like 50% or like 75% of these Disventure Camp has like the gay community in it, but God, why the frick would you say that? Are you gay too? Cause I saw like this that kind of line like at some point. I'm like, are you actually gay? I'm just saying. Unlike Ara, he is definitely over himself, like 100%. But that last line really caught me off guard. Like, what? Almost like Nick from season 1, because obviously, yeah, this is just something. Alright, but I can kind of see him being as a merch member, but I think I probably did say Ara might actually be the one, like, eliminated, like, somewhere around the merge, but I am not 100% sure, but we're gonna have to wait and see, because since Finn and Ara are clarified to be, like, these new villains for the fans, so we're gonna have to wait and see. Alright, next up, let's get into Alec.
Alec Chalik, 34.
Hi, Alec.
My profession as of now is a tutor. I say as of now because it's by no means permanent. Just a temporary arrangement until I can get my life back in order. Temporary for 2 years and running now. Truthfully, since All Stars, my life has not improved.
Yeah, that's been true, because you've been quite a little bit miserable, like, during, like, this challenge, and we finally got more on your life, like, after, like, the events of Season 1. Like, yeah, like, life just hit you like a prick. I feel sorry for that.
I held glimmers of hope after realizing how callous my actions are, that I could start making amends. But that hasn't happened. I lost complete custody of my child and haven't seen him in years. But my ex-wife sure makes it a point to contact me monthly for alimony and child support. Losing this season is not an option. I need that money.
I highly doubt that, because, dude, you have been in the same exact places for, like, 2 freaking seasons by this point. Come on, let's give, like, Fiore, Spencer more time to shine than you. I'm just saying, right here and right now, we already know, like, your whole entire story by this point. Sorry I'm being mad about this, but at this point, I just want a little bit of the Alec and Fiore father and daughter kind of dynamic, and that's basically it.
I've kept up with Disventure Camp, and noticed how, on the whole, the players have gotten more ruthless. Even so, I'm confident my strategies will not only continue to win out, but show exactly why I'm returning as a fan favorite.
I mean, true, you have been kind of a fan favorite, but you're not one of my fan favorites, that's for sure. But I do really like you and, like, Fiore's kind of a father-daughter, like, kind of relationship. You know what I mean? Alec, I feel like you're gonna be a pre-merger, because I don't see you being in the merge and the final 5. No. Like, just give, like, Fiore, Spencer, like, some time to shine, like, and also Finn and Ara. Like, give them more time to freaking shine! At least for Fiore and Spencer, they're actually more effective villains! I don't freaking care what people would say about Alec, I'm just saying. I know, this really gives me a headache, but what do you expect from me? And now, let's get into Manu.
What's up, party people?
Hello.
My name's Manu Tuimavave, age 39, and an appliance salesman. Might not sound exciting, but when people need something, I'm glad to be the one to help out. You need a vacuum or a coffee maker? I got you, brother. Disventure Camp. Man, I can't believe I'm here. I know I'm supposed to talk about myself right now, but shout out to my little brother Aleki. Bet you're surprised to see me here, huh, little bro?
Yeah, you're definitely, like, kind of like that chill kind of guy. I think I probably said that in the VA review. So, yeah, he's definitely one of those kind of gentle giants, you know what I mean?
I find myself alone more often than not these days. But the one thing I've learned and carried with me is that you can get a lot of mileage out of a smile and a laugh. I'm not the smartest in terms of strategy, and I might be too trusting, but I see that as a strength.
Well, I mean, Gabby's literally a person that builds on trust. I'm just saying, so... But that's why you have to be a little bit careful about who you really trust. So I'm just saying.
Especially in this game. And I'm gonna prove it! Watch closely, Aleki, because you don't want to miss seeing your big bro in your favorite show!
So yeah, he's definitely like one of those kind of people that's just a gentle giant and basically a good person at heart. But I don't see him making it to a pre-merger, merge, or the finals. I think he's probably going to be an early boot because of this. Or maybe some like people are going to use his kindness to his advantage. Because we all know this is not the first time that's happened, so... Yeah, I could definitely see that happen. And now, let's get into Benji!
No need to adjust your screens. Your dreams are coming true. That's right, your favorite 21-year-old law student Benji Hattori is back. And as a fan favorite, never saw that one coming.
I mean, you've been kind of a fan favorite for quite a while, dude, so... Yeah, we could definitely see that.
Last season, people loved the shit I pulled and said. But that didn't help me with making it past the first merge elimination. Being blindsided because of my friendship with Hannah and all, which kinda sent her spiraling into a corruption arc.
Yeah, that's what happens when you keep on losing people as, like, the show progresses. That's what definitely would happen to some people if there was just a last straw. And Benji was that last straw, so... yeah.
To be fair, I did warn her, but people rarely really listen to the, comic relief. This time around, I'm changing my entire game outlook. I spent the last year being reminded of how much I failed. A lot. Like, every day.
I would give you a hug right now just to comfort you because that's just a little bit rough. Like, I would hug you right here and right now if I was in the show.
But this time around, I'm gonna be a bit less invested in the game. Take it less seriously, because it's not like that did anything for me last time. I'll take a page out of Jade's book and try to fly under the radar and not be as obnoxious.
I doubt that, dude, because you're kind of like a goofball, but at least you're trying, but we'll have to wait and see.
Fingers crossed it works. Benji out.
Yep, see you later, Benji. Yeah, I can definitely see him being in the merge, so all he just needs to do is just be careful and not take it too far. That's all I'm going to say. And now, let's get into Evie.
My name is Evie Marlowe.
Hello.
You want me to say my age? That's rude. I'm timeless. I'm heir to the Marlowe oil fortune, and I put in so much work on making myself look good that I spend most of my time at different resorts around the world relaxing. I love lounging.
So that's why you were doing like that stuff in Tom and Jake season 2. Yeah, so you were definitely you just love lunging around.
I love eating. I love getting massages and talk about the game.
Yeah, talk about the game.
Dating website. Oh,
what?
The game.
No, not the dating game. We don't need to frickin' talk about that.
Disventure Camp. I love that show. It's so fun. But I don't need the money. But actually earning it myself would prove everyone who has said I didn't work for anything wrong.
Yeah, see, that's why I just said in my VA, because why does she really need money? Like, you know what I mean? She is wealthy as hell.
I've been told I'm wildly charismatic, and I'm sure everyone's going to want to work with me. And then, what else do they do on that show again? Oh, I hope I get to push someone off a cliff. I've always wanted to do that.
Excuse me? You want to be a tempted murderer just like Rhea? And you? You better not be one of those people, I'm just saying. I mean, if she's gonna be, like, a pre-merger before she enters the merge, good, because I don't want her to do that kind of shit, okay? I'm gonna say that right here and right frickin' now. Oh my god, that was just something. And now, let's get into Rosa.
Hola!
Hello,
Mr.
Rosa!
All-Stars, but Rosa Maria Rivera is back. I am a 22-year-old boutique owner and mom to the most beautiful girl in all the world, Sophia. Now, it's pretty obvious I've been out of the game for a while. When I last played Disventure Camp, we all slept in cabins and had a cafeteria. We didn't have to deal with none of this survivalist stuff. Luckily, I'm a fast learner. I'm proud of the game I played in Season 2, and if I did it over again, I'd change nothing. Yes, Ria's betrayal hurt. The attack on my character hurt. But the friends I made and the ways I could connect with anyone showed me that I'm a force to be reckoned with.
Well, you do have the ability, like, to trust people, Rosa, from what I watched from Season 2, so, let's see what happens, I'm just saying.
All I need to do is be a little more careful, and you'll see me make it farther than 5th place.
Yeah, see, thank you, because, like I said, like, in my previous video, that showing the immunity idol was a freaking horrible idea, especially to Rhea, so at least she's actually moving past that, so I'm proud of you, Rosa, I'm proud of you.
Yep, Rosa Maria's gonna win!
I don't really see her making it farther than, like the final 5, but I do kind of see her being in the merge, but I'm not really sure. I like Rosa, but I don't really see her making it to the final 5. So, yeah, that's just my personal opinion. And now, let's get into Olivia.
Hey, I'm Olivia Moravska. I'm
Hello.
2 years old taxidermist. I know most people might think that's weird.
Yeah, a freaking taxidermy. Now I know what that means. Just, Yeah, why the frick did you decide to go to that job? If you're wearing like a cat sweater, I'm just saying.
Disgusting. But what's more beautiful than immortalizing something forever? I love it. What else? Oh, my pets. Let's see. I have 2 dogs.
Wait, stop. So you're a taxidermy, but you have pets. If you're a taxidermy, are you sure you're even allowed to have pets? Cause you know the whole purpose of that? Okay, I don't know how to say this. I'm saying.
Cat and a raccoon. Sure, they're not alive.
So you have a cat and a raccoon. Okay, that's a little bit more weird than Gabby's original pets, I'm just saying.
But I value their presence nonetheless. I have Disventure Camp on all the time while I work, so finally being here feels so real. Of course I want to do well, but more than anything, I'm excited to meet new people. I know the challenges tend to be on the dangerous side, but luckily, I don't fear death.
Well, you're gonna have to be careful, because you do have, like, the bubbly personality just like Gabby. Well, look, I'm not saying that because she's also Polish, but you know what I mean? They both literally have the same exact kind of personality, but they just have something a little bit of differences.
I embrace it. No point fearing what doesn't exist. All you need is a few key pieces to make something truly permanent. And maybe if I'm lucky, I'll finally make friends who feel the same.
Maybe not Gabby, because your job, but, we're gonna have to wait and see on that part, I guess.
I haven't been this excited since I finished my collection of sweaters for my rat Igor.
Honestly, I don't really see her making it into the merge. She's probably gonna be a pre-merger, but what I do know is that she will have probably like a friendship with Aubrey. So, which means she'll probably be, like, not in the merge, but not an early boot, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know what to say about Olivia by this point, but, I mean, she's not bad, but, with the job and stuff like that, and also, how does she have pets? Whatever, I'm gonna go crazy over this. And also, I do want to say one thing before we move on to the next one, is that for the next 3 people, it's gonna be fans, so we're gonna have to, like, stick to that. I don't know why they did that, but they did. So now, let's move on to Sam.
Sam, bit of a random. 27.
Hey, Sam.
And I'm a risk analyst. A really good one, for the record. At least, that's what my coworkers say. That I have the uncanny ability to gauge risk versus reward accurately with every new venture and always lead everyone to the right choice. Considering the nature of Disventure Camp, I'm gonna get my mileage out of that little skill. My reasons for competing on Disventure Camp are personal.
Huh, so there's a specific reason why? Okay, then.
My drive to win isn't. The show looks like a blast, and I want to see how far I can make it. I'm already expecting some interesting people on the show I'll have to work with, but I've also been told I'm pretty good at first impressions and that I can connect with anyone. With the social aspect of the game down, and my love of embracing risk, I'd say I have a pretty good shot of winning this show.
I highly doubt that, because having known Ted, he's kind of like a risk person too. I mean, granted, he's a bingo kind of risk, like a gambler, but yeah, I don't think you're probably gonna make it, but we'll talk about that in a sec.
Nura Sahar, 28 years old and cashier at a retail chain I'm not allowed to say.
So you're saying that that's actually personal? Huh. I mean, any kind of cashier would definitely be that, but...
Ding. I know, I've been instructed to talk about myself, which I'll do through my favorite pastime, complaining. Like when my roommate ate my leftovers without asking, or when someone takes themselves too seriously. For example, my manager holds his title like it's his God-given duty. Maybe because he feels that's all he has to offer in life, whereas I want more for myself.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the whole point, you know, hierarchy, so yeah, I can kind of understand.
By signing up for a reality show. Ironic, isn't it? But when you're at 0, where else do you go? I'm not social, nor am I a powerhouse by any means. But what I do bring is a sense of realism and immense team spirit.
I mean, judging by your goth-like attitude, I'm not really sure. But also, judging by, like, the poster, you're definitely gonna be having, like, some kind of friendship with, like, Duna? I guess that is? Look, I don't know who's gonna have, a romantic relationship or not, but at this point I'm just gonna say friendship.
Woo! I don't have a strategy, but should I win, I'll use the money to bargain my soul back from the devil. Traded it for my personality. Clearly, I got ripped off.
Okay then. So you're just gonna use that money just for that specific reason? Okay then. So she does seem quite interesting, but she does give me like Gwen vibes, like, cause I mean she's like the only popular goth, so yeah. Well, I can kind of see her being like in the merge or even the final 5, but we're gonna have to wait and see. And now for the very last fan, let's move on to Ren.
La da 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 da. I'm Ren Moraga, a 25-year-old Chilean-American graphic designer. But I'm also kind of from everywhere. Growing up, let's just say the road was my home, and I got to meet people from all walks of life. And they were all pretty welcoming to this gender-fluid jester. That right there is one of my biggest strengths. Well, aside from my athleticism that will leave you in shock and awe. Everyone's got a story, and no one or nothing can surprise me. Now, I'm no dummy. I'm no stranger to what people think about me. Oh, that Ren, so peculiar, so zany, so fabulous. Listen.
My God, I don't know how to say this. My God.
I know exactly how I come off, and I'm taking advantage of it. Disventure Camp is my favorite show, and I'm not wasting this opportunity. I'm not just here to play. I'm here to win.
I kind of highly doubt that, but whatever.
Trust me, I will.
Yeah, I could definitely see why they chose him to be the last out of the fans. Yeah, like, but I have a question. Are you gay? Hey, look, if Finn can definitely do that, so can he. But he doesn't really sound like he could be a villain like I kind of predicted. I'm not doubting that. 'Cause I know the game, so this is gonna be something. Oh my God, like, seriously. So the fans have been quite interesting, so that's something. And finally, I've been waiting for this for a very long time. And now, let's get into the queen of Disventure Camp, Gabby!
When you listen, expect her under the quiet of falling leaves, or against uproaring waves. Secure the forest marauder, or as most people know me, Gabby! Hello, I'm Gabby Novak, 25, and 2 times 8th place finisher. That's not good, but it's funny. The last 2 times I competed, I was very sensitive. Now, thanks to my family I have made, I'm more confident in myself, and I'm so excited to play again!
I am going to be rooting you for Gabby. Like, seriously. Oh my God.
As I learned before, every enemy is just a friend waiting to happen.
Yeah, like, after what happened to you in Season 3, yeah, you gotta be careful, girl, I'm just saying.
I'm going to be open to everyone I meet. Or maybe find an idol and have some fun creating chaos.
Oh man, and also I'm kind of realizing she has like the same exact pose that she did like in the promotionals like for like Season 3. Like, that is brilliant.
Who can say? The only thing I promise is that I'll be confident in every decision I make. I know who I am, and I love who she is. So, I'm ready to get back in there.
Yeah, I am rooting for you once again. Let's friggin' go. Let's go root for the friggin' queen.
Have some fun and win. Woohoo!
I hope you do, because if you do, I am going to go crazy. That was f***ing amazing. Look, I know a lot of people say that she's gonna make it like around like somewhere around the early boots, but you know what? No, she's going to make it to the frickin' merge, possibly the top 5. You guys can frickin' fight me. I don't care. The queen has to make it and surpass 8th place, no matter what. So, yeah, I'm so excited to meet her. So basically, I'm gonna root her until the end. I don't freaking care. You guys can fight me, and whoever's in the Gabby's comments, please root in the comments if you're rooting for her. Like, hashtag Team Gabby or hashtag, like, Gabby for the win. I would love to see that. But now, we gotta continue. So, let's move on to Natalia.
Hola, hola. It's me, your favorite 28-year-old publicist, Natalia Valle.
Hey,
so,
Natalia.
Y'all couldn't get enough of me and my dumpster fire gameplay? Well, too bad, because this time, I'm actually playing. Look, a bit of self-aware. I know I did every possible thing wrong when trying to get Anastasia out. That I copied others' gameplays instead of making my own moves, and...
Yeah, because I knew that Natalia and, Anastasia were gonna have peace with one another. I could just freaking tell.
That I flipped on literally everyone. Now that's all changing. I'm gonna follow my heart, make my moves, and find allies I can stick with. But keep them at a personal distance. My friendships with Logan and Richard were great, but they made it impossible to separate emotions from gameplay. I'm a social person, so I know it won't be easy, but I'll wipe my tears with $1 million once I won it.
I highly doubt that, but you seem a lot more determined than you previously were, so just saying.
And believe me, mis amores, I will.
Yeah, Natalia being her classic self, that's quite nice, but honestly, I don't really seeing her being in the final 5, but I kind of do see her in the merge. At least she's actually trying to move forward, and more specifically not do the same mistakes that she made previously. So yeah. And now let's move on to Lake.
Hello!
Hey,
It's an honor to be invited to play again.
Yep.
To those who may not have watched prior seasons, my name is Lake Miller, and I'm a writer, 19 years of age. Most people remember how I stood up to Crystal in Season 2,
Yep.
and then came into myself, becoming a force to be reckoned with.
Mm-hmm.
A force that, unfortunately, only went so far as 8th place.
Cause have you heard about the curse? Yeah, cause since you are a lesbian, that's what happened. So yeah, I mean, if you all know about the lesbian 8th place curse, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
In All-Stars, I fared worse, being voted out 2nd because my morals were incompatible with the ruthless playstyle of other players.
Yeah, let's just say Ellie did you dirty, but yeah, I can definitely see it. But hey, at least you're getting a second try, so I mean, what can you say? 3rd time's the charm, just like almost everyone else.
I'm aware the game has only gotten more difficult and merciless, but
Yep.
I'm not worried. With my friends by my side, I'm ready to come back and show everyone that I am not to be underestimated.
Okay, I'll give you credit,
That I earned my reputation as fan favorite fairly, and soon will earn the title of winner.
I mean, you have been a fan favorite since the bait version, so it does make sense, but I don't think you will win the money, but I'll talk about that in one sec. So yeah. Yeah, so it looks like that she is ready to play her game. I mean, after what happened in Season 3, I don't really blame her. So, at least I do appreciate that she's actually, trying, her best. So, I like Lake, so, yeah, I definitely would root for her. But, I could definitely see her being in the merge. That's my opinion, but we're gonna have to wait and see on that part. But she better not get 8th place, or otherwise the curse will not be lifted from her. So, yeah, I'm just saying, for Gabby, Anastasia, and, Lake, the only lesbians that we know so far, please be careful. If you're gonna fall in 8th place, well, the curse is not gonna be lifted from you guys, so yeah. And now finally, at long last, let's get to the last fan, being Fiore. Hey, Fiore!
But if you watched Disventure Camp, you know who I am.
Yep.
I was the runner-up on Season 1 where I got robbed by a woman who's not even gonna live long enough to use the $1 million.
Oh my god! Quite literally a few seconds in and she's just roasting Miriam. My freaking god! I know that she's evil and all, but dang!
Then on All-Stars, I got shafted by my team placement in a cowgirl with fire trauma.
My god! Seriously, she holds no punches!
I was told that this time I'd be on a team with only returning campers, which is perfect.
Well, they already know you, so... yeah, but they all know you by this point.
By now, everyone's got beef with someone other than me. All I need to do is push the right buttons and go undetected until the merge. Then no one's voting me out. Do I look like a comp threat?
Yes! Yes, you freaking are! Look, you have been a threat since day one in Disventure Camp, so don't get me started on that!
I doomed myself in All-Stars by trying to resort to my old trick, so my plans need to be flexible. No strategy is off the table. I'll align with whoever I need to and do what's necessary to finally get what I deserve.
Given you're a little bit more older, you'll probably be thinking a little bit more differently than you previously had, so sure, but I don't see you winning. Sorry. Yeah, I can definitely see Fiore making it to the merge, but not part of the top 5, because we gotta let, like, Finn, Aura, and the other villains have their chances, because Fiore already made it to 2nd place in Season 1, so yeah, I don't really see her making it to the top 5. And yeah, that was all my reactions. I hope you guys really enjoyed it, because this took me like a long time to record, so I hope you guys really enjoy it. So I'd like to know from you guys, who are you rooting for? So in the comments, I'd like to know which fan you're rooting for and which favorite you are rooting for. I would be happy to know. And now, I will see you guys in the next video.